Hey everyone, I just wanted to follow up with you, share the remarks, encouragements that I had prepared for our awards ceremony. Once again, I'm sorry I wasn't able to be there for the event and for you all, but I'm also thankful that I can share this with you now. It was a long but rewarding volleyball season, despite all that we'd went through. We made it through and still had some great successes. Before we get to recognizing all of you ladies with some certificates and awards, I want to take a few minutes to recap our season and to commend you all on a strong year. We started out some evening sessions way back in early March, which obviously seems like a world away from today. I think we got 2 or 3 clinic sessions in before we had to close up. When we returned all the way at the end of May, Laura got injured, which kept her out through much of the summer, and learning a new libero position. That was certainly a challenge for her. So I know that was a hard and humbling time for you, Laura. You took the challenge. You were ready when the time came, and you and Isabel in particular worked really hard in the off season, preparing for your season ahead. You guys were rewarded in the end for your efforts by being selected as captains by your teammates and coaches. I was thrilled to have so many new faces to the team this season. It was great to add Olivia, Rylan, Emily, Claudia, and Maria to our group that we had a year ago. You were all great learners, hard workers, joy to coach, and to see your development through the course of every practice. When COVID-19 struck our own team in August, we were out for 2 weeks. It certainly set us back some in our conditioning and our practicing, but we were all just thankful that Ella, Laura, your families were able to recover well. We did struggle competitively right after that, losing our first 5 matches. And as I think back, frankly, missing those important preseason practices really could do that. And we just had to play catch up there at the early part of the season. I remember back, we weren't quite sure what to think when we traveled to Kingsway without 5 of our players being able to be on the court, key players. We even had Haley from our 8th grade team available to us as a backup player just in case we needed a second sub, which paid off, if you recall, as she had some great serves during that match. It's fun to remember that moment. It looked like she was going to carry us right to the end to win that. So what did you guys do with a short roster that night? You kicked butt. You won that match. We pulled off our first victory of the year there, and we launched forward after that. We had a home win versus Medina in 5 sets. Then we won at St. Peter's in 4. Then Cristo Rey at home in 3. And then next, we had that Grand Lake match on our schedule. They were undefeated in their division at that time. They had also won our preseason tournament. We hadn't played against them. We had seen them though, and we knew that they were good. We had them at home this time, and you guys were gaining your confidence. So what did you do? You went out and beat an undefeated team. And the 5th set of that match was thrilling. Ella pounded them with 7 points to start off. We never looked back. I know there were a lot of great plays made over the course of the season, but and it's on that video clip, up to 13-5 on Grand Lake. Hannah had a heck of a point to remember. I think she had a block, and then a dig, and then another dig right after that, or a save. And then she finished it off with a stuff block on one play. That was pretty awesome. That put us up 14-5. Laura came up to serve. She had an ace right in the corner for the win. That was huge. That win showed me several things about you ladies. One, you had it in you to rise up to a big challenge. With all the goofy Hamilton analogies we've been laughing about and using along the season. 2, you had the guts to outlast an opponent. Our first 3 sets versus Grand Lake went 21-25, 25-22, and 23-25. like I said, you had the guts. We might have been down 2-1, but we had something left in the tank, and I don't think they did. We finished that night. Fourth set was 25-11. We won the fifth 15-5. You guys played passionately that night and in a whole lot of matches this year, but that was an especially thrilling and a huge moment for our team. As you know, we had some losses from there, but every one of them was close. They were competitive, and we knew we belonged in every single match. Somehow we just lost our way in each one as we look back. But we could always look back to some strong wins during the season and know that it was possible to overcome anything, anytime. We were fortunate to have Maria back. After being gone for a few matches, she rejoined us for what we had as senior night, and you guys shined that night. It was a fantastic finish to our regular season, a strong showing, just overpowering, outlasting our opponent. Ella's serves were strong all season, but she went off that night. Ella, you had another 16 aces against St. Peter's that night. It was awesome. In our tournament rematch, unfortunately, the Hawks probably played their best match of the season against us, and I'd say, ugh. We were ready for them, but they played out of their minds. I watched that film twice, just watched it for fun once, and I watched it again for doing stats. They played really well, and we know them well. The season didn't end as we hoped, but we played very well too, and you can't get down when the opponent just earned a win. Let me take a moment here and talk a little bit about Ella's serving. I love to brag on players. Let's talk about Ella. I know everybody that's watching this, you see what I'm seeing out there, but let me give you more detail. Ella's been a good server for a long time already, before my time here as coach. And in this shortened season, in which she missed 2 matches in the middle of that, she had 85 aces, and that was only 5 short of our school record of 90. She served 92% for the season. 33% of Ella's serves were aces, which is an amazing stat when you have a high serve percentage in the first place, of actually getting them in. So in Ella's last 4 matches, Ella, your last 4 matches, 76 for 76 with 28 aces. Come on, you guys. That's amazing. Give it up for Ella. I know you're hearing this probably just on your own at this point, but you got to cheer for Ella in that scenario. I won't add any more pressure here, but I will say, Ella, you could have a pretty fantastic season next year as a server. Your season and career numbers have been better than great, so well done. I'd love to, talk about and brag on each of you down the line, but for time's sake, I'm going to do it this way. By recording our matches, I was able to take full stats this year, and it was very interesting to see that it confirmed some of my suspicions. One of them was really interesting here, that our 3 primary senior leaders, Isabel, Laura, and Hannah, were all similarly strong passers, with dig percentage of 88, 87, and 85%. That's on a first ball over the net, or dig. And your target passing percentages were 52, 56, and 52%. Almost all the same. Serve receiving was only slightly lower than that for you 3, but all were nearly the same again. 76%, 78, and 79%. These numbers confirm the same thing we watched all year this year. We played great defense. Well, okay, much of the time we played great defense. And when you can defend, you can always have a chance to win. On kills, including all the point scoring tips and dumps, they went in the kill category. Isabel, Hannah, Ella, Cassidy went 71, 67, 48, and 46 for those 4. Megan and Maria added 21 and 14. Isabel had 124 assists on the season. Hannah had 6 stuff blocks on the year. So those are some stats. One last category here to let you guys know about is our team serving, which you guys on the team know we talk about 90% as a team over and over and over again. We did get there in several of our matches. For the season, our overall percentage went up as the entire season went along. I was tracking our progress throughout the year, being 86% and above for our last 7 matches. So we were almost getting there. Serve percentage doesn't tell the whole story, though, as you want both a high percentage and aces representing, that represents serves that are both in and strong serves. I mentioned Ella's serving already, but Cassidy really improved her serving this year. Cassidy, you were at 89% this year, almost 90%, just behind Ella, and 23 aces. Hannah, 88% with 24 aces. Isabel, you're at 87%, 10 aces. Laura, our hit and miss server, might have been only 73%, but you had an impressive 51 aces on the year. I know you were all presented with the certificates, so thanks to Lauren for having those handy and being able to share those all with you. I want to get to a few of the special awards. I know you were already, you talked about these and they were presented to you last night, but let me give you some more thoughts and details on this. First, this player was always working to improve. She had a great attitude every practice, every moment, every match, was always willing to do what was needed, was always raring to go. With hard work, she improved both physically, mentally, and this year's winner of the Most Improved Award goes to Olivia Morrison. Congratulations, Olivia. Well deserved. This year's MVP could have gone many directions. We had a really balanced team, a number of players who were recognized during the season, but now this year's MVP award winner goes to Laura Lostoria. Congratulations, Laura. Well deserved. Laura, your abilities and contributions don't always show up in the statistics, but Laura was always there. She's always making the routine play, flashing her defensive skills with diving saves, but the in-between moments are what I look at. Reading where a ball may go, getting there, playing low, so she's always ready to get to any ball, leading by example, being relentless and otherwise repetitive, mundane maybe, passing drills. Laura, this is for all your hard work, your perseverance through many challenges, your commitment, and your leadership on and off the court. So congratulations, Laura. Now for the Eagle Award. This is voted on by your teammates and coaches as the player who displayed genuine spiritual character and good leadership skills in their sport. This player will have had significant influence on the other players and people involved with the team during the season. Like the MVP, another testament to this team has been our balance. 6 different players received votes, which is just how this team was. There was a lot of love, a lot of leadership to go around. But when all the votes are in, our winner this year's Eagle Award goes to Isabel Hertz. Isabel, congratulations. Isabel, you are a spiritual, emotional leader on and off the court. You're always gathering the team together, cheering them on, looking for opportunities to bond together, grow spiritually. Your on-court leadership was also a significant part of this. Your fiery and cheery presence on the court, your constant motor, your energy and enthusiasm for the game and your teammates. You influenced your teammates in many ways this year. Congratulations, Isabel. The Eagle Award is well deserved. Overall, I'd say this season has been the best I've been able to coach in my 3 years here. It's the strongest team, most exciting to watch. I couldn't be more proud of you girls. I cannot wait for the future, and just to keep developing. Yes, we all had higher hopes for this year. There are some losses we regret, but don't get down about it. I'm not disappointed in you. I'll never be disappointed when you gave all you had. You bought into the new systems we developed. You overcame adversity over and over again. You'll always have unexpected challenges, difficulties in your life. You can either throw away your shot, giving up when you see a mountain in front of you, or you can rise up to it, determined to give the effort and focus that you have within you, never being satisfied and just being mediocre. What beautiful, amazing young ladies each of you are. To you seniors, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for being real. Thank you for being honest. Thank you for being you. Thank you for listening, communicating, and leading. Thank you for allowing the God who created you to continue shaping you, making you, guiding you. Continue to listen, lean in, stay humble, stay focused. In order to lead others, you must first be a servant and be led. Keep your loving and serving hearts, your listening, loving spirits. Thank you for allowing me and your assistance to coach you. I'm honored, thankful to have been your coach. To all you parents, for listening to me now, if you're watching this video, for your sacrifices to allow these young ladies to practice and play. Thank you for your traveling efforts, for your assistance with so many aspects of making these matches happen. Thanks to Candy and Elisa for doing the scorekeeping faithfully every match, to Corey and Aaron for line judging, for Corey remembering most of the time to start and stop my video camera, to Steve for live streaming matches once we got that going, your creative commentary that made the videos a lot of fun to watch, the rest of you parents for help with line judging and gate concessions, all the other parts of just making sport happen. You're all a part of the team in that way, and thank you. Rhonda and Lauren, thank you for serving, for assisting, for being there, doing anything needed to help these girls grow and learn the game of volleyball. It was a joy to coach with you. And lastly, as I wrap this up, parents just thinking towards next year, a few things here. In the spring, as time allows and as it works out, I'll have some time. I can do some clinics, which are where I can get in the gym and coach for up to 4 players at a time. So we'll arrange for some of that, probably starting in March or so. We'll have some open gyms where we can just, you guys can just play. It's an uncoached session. Anybody can come in. And we'll have some camps available, probably for the junior high levels as well. We'll plan on at least one summer camp as a team, probably around the end of June is where I like to aim for. As always, please do your best, parents and families, to plan like week-long type of vacations before August, if at all possible. These early practices at the beginning of the year when we get them every day and all strung together with no matches, these early practices are super important. In the same way, let's look ahead through the beginning of November. I think, usually it's the last weekend of October. I think it might go to November 1st or so in 2021. We'd hate to get to the Final Four and be missing players at the very end because you have vacations planned. So be looking ahead at those last weekends all the way through October. Players, be willing to put in some extra time during the off season, even if you're not in other sports. Work with a partner at home or do it virtually. We're so used to that at this point. Stay active, exercise, work on your strength, your skills. Have a volleyball handy and go out and set a ball some, or pass to yourself or pass with a partner or something. Find ways to get some volleyball in whenever you can. Ask if you can get in the gym for some extra hitting and serving. I might be available to do that. So we're looking forward to next year. Thank you guys for a wonderful season. Thank you everyone for watching this video. Blessings to each of you today.